Oh, so hopefully 3rd time's the charm. I already tried to record this today. 3 times, no, 2 times, twice. This is the 3rd. And I did record it once. You can only see my hair. No, you can see my hands, but with my hair and my head in front. Not nice. 2nd time, I forgot to press play. So here goes. Stealth mode, here we go. Now, stealth mode starts with the left hand on a C down from the middle with a pinky finger and G. So that's a C5 finger position. And thumb on C. It's a 4-beat bar and mainly around C major minor scale. More minor than major, but it's not specific. We don't have anything in the key signature. It's kind of a mix. Okay? We have a lot of staccato going, and careful not to let that hurry you. Okay? Staccato can make us feel very hurried. All right, so here goes the first phrase for stealth mode. So left hand starts C, G, right hand follows E flat, G. Flat is the note right down to whatever note is flattened. In this case, the E is flat, so next note down. When I say down, it's always to that side. Going down. This is going up. Don't let it confuse you that these notes are raised. They are raised to make it easier to play them. That does not mean that it's higher or lower. They're simply above the others for convenience, okay? High is this way, low is this. A flat is always to the left. So C, and that's our first bar, staccato. A little movement with the hand, but don't let it go too far away. Second bar, you have F sharp. So sharp is the opposite. It goes that way. It raises the note, whatever it is. So you have F. F sharp is right here, up from that. Okay? So a sharp makes the note go up by a semitone. And on the piano, semitones are our smallest possible distances. We don't have any smaller on the piano because the strings are inside and we don't have access to them. If we did, we could play smaller intervals, but we don't. So in theory, our piano is tuned by semitones. Everything here that I'm playing is semitones. This is a semitone, this is a semitone, this is a semitone, this is a semitone. When you move from a key to the next key, that will be a semitone. So I was in bar 2. F sharp, F sharp, G, A flat with the left. So we went for a little ride there. It's always nice to cross. F, G, A flat with finger 2, back to G. Could be any other, but finger 2 is convenient. F, G, A, G. Bar 3 is just the same. F, G, A, G. You continue to do staccato. And now bar 4, E flat, C, and D2 counts with G thumb. So we're back on our first position. Recapitulation of this first phrase. C, G. Our first minim. So it's a 4-beat bar. We did 16 bars in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the counting going in your head, or let me just try and get it. Get a metronome. Where is it? Where is it? Let me just press pause. Okay, I have my metronome here. So this says 132, but that might be a bit too much. Let's put it at 100 crotchet beats per minute. It's super loud. Turn it on. And let's go to phrase 2. It starts exactly the same. So like question answer. except that now it doesn't do the second time to A flat. It starts with F sharp again, but goes down to the E flat, D, and ends on C for 4 counts, and the thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the third and fourth beats, we do the C G. Once more on the left for 2 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We add it. Okay? So let's recapitulate the second phrase. Careful, now we go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with the same metronome. Again, here I raise. This is one loud metronome. Now from the second phrase to the third, we have a passage. So be careful about passages because you want to know them. You don't want to get here, 2, 3, 4. No, oh my God, where am I going? Oh, and another thing, in every piano, especially the digital pianos, the bass notes, well, acoustic pianos as well, but and digital pianos, the bass notes are so much louder. So careful not to go 1, 2. That's a little bit ugly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Think about the pressure you're going to apply. 3, 4. Okay. And then from here, you're going to move on to F position for both, meaning you have your F under your pinky, your F under your thumb. So you want to practice that a lot of times. 2, 3, 4, go. The left will play first. 2, 3, 4, but move at the same time. 2, 3, 4. Move the two of them at the same time. Look left. Well, I don't know which one you want to look left, but no, look first, but look at the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, move. Okay. Our dynamics so far were Mezzoforte. Now we have forte, meaning loud. Okay, and we have left hand staying still for 4 counts, and that's F and C. And then the right hand plays legato, 3 notes, F, G, A flat on the second, third, and fourth beat. So first we do the left, and we follow with the right. And the left may not find it particularly amusing to stay down, so you'll have to be gentle with it. Stay, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That all right? And that is forte. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now another really fun part. The chord, F minor chord, F, A flat, C. Sometimes it's hard to do a chord and get the 3 notes to play at the same time. So remember, no fingers stretched out, because when you stretch your fingers, they all have different sizes. But if you curve your fingers, they will arrive at the keys a lot more at the same time. So bend your fingers slightly. You don't have to play from your fingertip like that, but if we're not talking of a claw, but a more natural falling position. It may take a little while for the 3 notes to arrive exactly at the same time, but keep trying. And the right hand again goes on a little right to this note, which is D flat, marked as a D flat in your music. And they are quavers, so 2 to a beat. 1. And we end on that chord. 1 and 2 and 3, and you have 1 count rest. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3, rest. That's your bar 10. Now, bar 9. From here we go back to the C position. So again, we have a little time. We have a 1 count rest. Set going, C, G. All right, don't forget, practice the transitions. Rest. And now it's C, G with 4 counts. So again, you're going to ask your hand to please stay. C, D, E flat. C, D, E flat. Boom, C, D, E as minims, and the C minor chord C, E flat, G. Same problem again, to get the 3 notes at the same time plus these 2. That's a whole bundle of notes. Sorry. So this phrase, the third phrase, starts forte. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest and go. Mezzopiano. 1, 2, 3, 4. You notice that now we had some legatos. Not many. And here, not legato. At least I prefer. I don't like it like that. I find it nicer if we don't play legato. And plus, it doesn't have a slur there written. And then here, legato here. And here you do have to let go. Now let's do that with the metronome at 100 crotchets. 2, 3, 4. And move again. So here you prepare to move for the same thing. 13 and 14, the beginning of the fourth phrase is the same. And now we have to get ready for our new position. Left hand doesn't do anything particular. It stays where it is, so it doesn't move down. Plays a G, a very long G with your finger 4. So G, finger 4 for 8 counts. Okay, 2 bars. And the right hand goes G, A, B, thumb under C, D, and high G. Steps, turn, minim, hold, and the fourth up to G. Okay? With the left that goes coming from before, from 13 to see the transition. And rest. Still forte. I played a little soft. I'll repeat that a little slower. You stay in the same place, right up 1 note. Okay, so this phrase, the fourth phrase, with metronome at 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you have the music, you will notice that you have a little treble clef right at the end of the page. That's to warn you, careful. The left hand is now entering the realm of the right hand notes, meaning we're going to play in the middle C and treble G, which typically are where the right hand is around. But it's just, because the left is playing them, it's just easier to write them in treble clef than in bass. So we do, instead of writing a lot of ledger lines. If you don't have the stave nor want it, then for you it's the same. Just place middle C and G, the same position as you had in the beginning, but 1 octave higher. Okay? And we really like this to happen. It's the same thing exactly as the first phrase. Same dynamics as well, Mezzoforte. And then the beginning, the other phrase is also the same, minus the 2 notes of the left hand in the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't have the here. Okay. So let me play those 2 phrases for you. That's the same phrase as the beginning, but 1 octave, 8 notes higher. Sorry. 2, 3, 4. I hesitated a little bit there. My mind was probably somewhere else. Now we'll play the fun parts. Left hand goes back to bass clef. You'll see a cautionary little bass clef and that last bar 24 warning you, hey, we're going back to bass clef. Now our notes are written in bass clef already. And you have S-U-B-P, subito, piano, suddenly, because you come from mezzoforte, you go shh, super quietly. Everybody goes back to their original position, so thumb on C, pinky on C, left starts, C, rest, E, rest, G, rest, C, rest. So we're out of breath here. Subito means suddenly, piano means soft. Rest, rest, rest. Okay? And now you have a little bundle of notes. If you don't have the music, it's easier. If you have it, you probably thought, what? So first you read the notes. You have a G and an A in your left hand, but you can't write them in the vertical because G and A are next door notes. So if you write them in the vertical, it's a blur. So you have to write them side by side. And that's why it's confusing. And the same thing happens with the flats. So you have the flats written side by side as well. It makes for a strange view. It's not difficult. Just take the time. So it's G and A, but both are flat. That means G flat is here, A flat is here. Okay? And the right hand has also two notes, the C and the E, but the E has a flat. So you have these four notes. 3, 2, 1, 3. Okay? And we have S, F, Z, sforzato or sforzando, and an accent. Well, sforzando is always an accent, to play a note or a group of notes really loud. It's really nice, isn't it? Like push the piano, bam! It makes for a really nice difference between the subito piano. 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4. And now we resolve this. Left hand goes down with the thumb to G to go back to its original position. So we were here, we go to G, and right hand slides the thumb to B and plays B with D. So we were here, we go and the 2. But nothing of this is legato, so you can let go at the end of the 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's piano. Let me do this phrase for you. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. And you can exaggerate as much as you want, and the rest of this bar 28, is rests. 2, 3, 4. We'll give you time to prepare for the next phrase and last phrase. Let me just do the second page until here with metronome 100. And you have time to prepare. Okay, and that's it here. Now, if 100 is too fast for you, and it might be, and of course you never want to practice everything in a row. This is a video, this is a tutorial, so you can pause and practice a phrase, pause and practice a phrase. The idea is that you never play beginning to end until you're prepared to do so, which is never very often, and you never need to. Don't get stuck in playing the beginning. I can't say this enough. Don't get stuck playing the beginning. It's not useful. You want to go to the places that you don't know. Last phrase. So we were back here on the G with a thumb. We have to play a long G for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 2 rests. We go down to the low G with thumb and low C with pinky. Okay? That's it for the left. Mezzoforte, 8 counts, and then 2 more rests, piano, piano, okay? Right hand will have a chromatic passage. If you did your scales for the grade 1 already, you know what the chromatic scale is. It's something just made of semitones. It's just semitones going up from one to the other. If you didn't, then you wouldn't know that. But remember at the beginning I said chromatic is whatever is a semitone. The chromatic passage is a passage made just of semitones. Okay, and we were here on the B, D. We have to go all the way to G, F sharp, G, A, B, A, B, C. So G with thumb, F sharp with 2, G. You could do 3 if you want. I probably will. G, F sharp, G, A. It's really all the notes between G and C with a little detour downwards. Again, don't get confused because I say down, but this note is actually higher up. Higher in the sense of it's raised, but in pitch, these are higher. Okay, so that's G, F sharp, G, A flat, A, B flat, B natural, C. And then we wait 3 counts and we have a high C with our pinky finger. So how does that come together? Left hand starts with a G, with a thumb, and stays put. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Raise left. This part feels like the last part when you do the piano. It feels like doing bam, but it's written piano, so I wouldn't not let anybody not play forte. But if you're doing an exam, maybe do piano. And that's because it's so hard to get a soft sound from very high or very low notes. And that shows good control over your instrument, which is in this case piano. Let me play from the last but for last phrase. So subito piano. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's it basically. I don't know if I said much or not, or too much or too little. So I'm going to play once with this horrible noisy metronome from beginning to end at this pace, and then at the pace that they suggest. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that's horribly boring playing with a metronome, but be perseverant. It's the only way most of the times to make sure we're not rushing. I myself tend to rush quite a lot. Now, here in the music, they tell us to play somewhere between 132 and 152. 152 would sound like this. I'll now turn off the metronome because it is quite loud. You'll notice that I may just play a little faster. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sforzato was a little bit, yeah, but then like, it was not like that. Okay, it's a really nice piece to play. I hope I made myself clear enough and I didn't leave any signs to explain. If I did, please ask and enjoy. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.